All right. Let's do an audio visual check. How's everybody doing? Welcome. Give me a few moments while I get a few things set up. We get a few things set up. Let's see here. Give me just a moment. Loud and clear. Dakota, did I swim with the pigs? I mean, there were a few of them out there. There were a few. Okay. It was great. It feels good to be back. Feels really good to be back. How's everybody doing? Very slow. Down big right now, Andrew. Glad you're back. Yeah, big shout out to Coach Jay. Coach Jay was holding down the fort. So amazing. I can't give enough credit to him. He deserves a lot more credit. So much more credit. It cannot be overstated. Coach Hoop, welcome back. It feels good. I don't know if it was relaxing as what I thought it would be. I ended up getting stung by jellyfish. I hurt my foot, and yeah, I don't know. It was definitely fun. I don't think relaxing is the right word. Yeah. Yeah, I think exhausted. Where would it be right for me to say I need a vacation from a vacation? Where's the giant jellyfish named Peter? Yeah, it was like I'm sore, I'm exhausted, I'm just ready for just a nice chill week. And then watching and seeing what's been happening in these markets have been the furthest thing from chill that I would expect. I don't think we're gonna have a chill week in the markets. That would be the last word I would use to describe what we're seeing in these markets lately. Sunburned? Yep. Nope. I did not get sunburned, thankfully. You always need a vacation from the vacation. Yeah. Traveling, always going, always wanting to do everything. Ranges are massive. Yeah, they are. I did a little bit of trading this week. Florida, Bahamas, where I went on vacation. It's the Eastern Standard Time, so the markets, it was weird. Plus, on top of the time change that we got today, everything was off. My sleeping schedule's off. The time is off. Then flying back to my home state, and then switching time zones, and then going to sleep. Excuse me. Going to sleep last night. I'm not used to talking. Give me a second. Oh man. And going to sleep last night, waking up with another time change. As traders, we get used to the different time zones, right? You missed me. I don't know what you missed. I missed the market. I missed everybody here. You can't get away from the NASDAQ. I traded, I think 3 days last week. One, I made 5,000 or 6,000. The other, I hit my daily loss limit fast. I hit my daily loss limit embarrassing fast. I was just out of sync. I don't think I should have traded last week. It was my mistake. I love the NASDAQ. It's a lot different day trading here at Topstep than it is, during personal options. But I was like, okay, you know what? I'm awake. I'm up for a few hours. The market is even open. Let me just pull up the laptop, log into the internet. Had fast internet. And that's the beautiful thing about us being able to trade from anywhere, right? And it's a double-edged sword. We can trade from anywhere. We can trade from wherever there's internet, but you could also make and lose money. So it's very difficult. And I only traded for about 45 minutes for 3 days, so it's not bad. That's the beautiful thing about trading as well. You don't need to trade all day. It's not like a regular job. And so the first day I traded, I was up 6,000. Beautiful. I sent a post out. I'm like, great. I just paid for this vacation in, the first 45 minutes, 30 minutes of trading. And then I was like, I'm going to do this again. I traded Thursday, and then I traded Friday on just rest days for me, and daily loss limit, just minus 5,000. It wasn't even, I don't even have words for it. It was just so embarrassing. And I'm just like, thank God I was not on Topstep TV showing everyone this. It's just hard to gauge the volatility sometimes for me. When you're used to it being one way, and then when you're on vacation, you get some crazy moves in the New York Session Open. I got into a trade, and then I blinked, and it was like, boom, stop loss. I'm like, all right, let me just be a little bit more patient. Let this volatility start to calm down. And then the volatility just didn't calm down. And like, okay, here we go again. Get into another trade. Instant 100-point sell-off. I was like, dang, okay. That's what we have daily loss limits for. Let me go, shut it down. I was done in like 20 minutes. I'm like, okay, I'm going to go swim with the dolphins. I'm going to go stop looking at these charts and go swim with the dolphins. Swam with dolphins, enjoyed my day, ate, took a nice, I slept amazing. And then the very next day, Friday morning, same dang thing happened again. I was like, okay, I'm going to be more patient. I'm going to wait for the open, sell down. I wait for everything, and then just smacked me again. And I'm just like, screw this market. I'm going to enjoy my weekend. I'm going to be traveling back, and here we are starting this week out the way we finished it. How do we describe these markets? I'm a bull trader at heart, and these markets have been anything but fun. It's been a shorts paradise. Look at this move. This is a daily chart, and if we're measuring this, remember those three dojis? When we started to see those big contracts come in the NASDAQ, we started to see those big 1,000-lot contracts coming in the NASDAQ. Up here, 22,200s. I remember not last week, but the week before, I was with the Topstep team, and we seen 1,000 contracts come in, like right at 285, and they chased it down. Well, we sold off over 2,500 points from that consolidation. We did break through this support like butter. We broke through this support like butter. We've been trying to get some bounces, right? One day worth of a rally, immediately reject, sell off. We had a couple days worth of a rally, on the 4th and the 5th, just completely sold off on Thursday. Had a ugly doji. Ugly, I guess it depends on your perspective. Doji, very similar to what we had on the 4th, and got smacked. And before we get started, let me make sure I get everything on my end set up. Just give me one moment. Let's see. Someone says I have a filter on my camera that makes me look sunburnt. I think it's just me getting set. Me getting used to everything. Let me do as I almost forgot. Not quite, but almost forgot. In the YouTube chat, everybody, there's the Topstep risk disclosure. Everything I go over tonight and during my slow markets, it's for educational purposes only. We know that. Everybody in here should know that. And let's do it. Let's do a rapid fire. Let's it's been a while since I've had a class. It's been a while since being on Topstep TV during the daytime. It's been a while since I've been on the slow markets. Like I said, Coach Jay's been covering for me. Love it. It's not a signals class. And let's see where we're at. There's a lot to cover, right? There's a lot. There's a lot that's going on in these markets, and what I've been telling anybody who's been reaching out to me through Twitter or through personal, I've just told them the same thing. I just said, I've been getting smacked. I got smacked 2 out of the 3 days last week. It was a red week for me last week. And size down. Just try and be more patient. Size down. If you're used to trading one mini, maybe trade 1 micro, maybe trade 2 micros, size down, widen your stop loss up a little bit. If you want to risk $300, you'd rather risk, that with, 50 points rather than, 10 points or something like that. So size down, widen the stop loss, prepare for this volatility, because as of tonight, it just does not look like this volatility is going to be going anywhere. It's been here for the past few weeks, ever since this sell-off. And where are we? Where are we today? Where are we tonight into starting this trading week? We had a very ugly week last week, and this is an interesting level. Everything's an interesting level. But if we look at it, levels are zones, right? Here's this nice zone that we were in. This is an interesting zone, that's for sure, where this 21,100s down to, I can argue, basically 21,900, the 21,900. This is a pretty decent zone here in the NASDAQ. This is a daily chart. This is a daily chart in the NASDAQ. And yeah, if we extend this out, you could, I remember this quite frequent. This is an interesting zone. Very, very interesting, because we've tested around it a few times throughout, June, August, into October, and then we finally caught a nice bullish trend up, and now we've sold off back down here towards it. And you can see not once we came down there, and when we first tested this area around 20,070s, we immediately rejected it and bounced off it 600 points. Holy cow, man. Volatility, it's all about perspective, right? We're looking at candlesticks, but then when you measure them, when you measure the candlesticks, it's pretty big, right? 630 points off that low, and then immediately sold off, just a casual 950 points. And once we got back down to these, it looks like we got as low as, 800, 780s. Once we got down into this lower area, this lower part, we had another rally. We had another, I guess, Friday rally. Can we say a Friday rally? Let's zoom in. Crazy. The ATRs are average true range is insane. That's for sure. Friday, you could see it was a doji indecision. Usually dojis come at the end of trends. Dare I make an argument? Am I going to be the one that comes on here and says, hey, this market's looking pretty bullish to buy the dip? Am I going to be that fool? Am I going to be the fool that comes in and says, you know what? We might be reversing. This might be a buy zone. Am I going to be that guy? Yeah. You know what? I think I could be that guy. If someone has to be that guy, buy the freaking dip, right? Am I going to be that guy? Sure. Why the heck not? Why not? So here's what I'm looking at. This, you see candlesticks like this, usually indecision, right? Indecision. And you see them. We've seen them up here. We've seen them up here in the 22,200s. You see them up here. We've seen them up here before. And you see them at the reversals. Usually at the end of trends, there's even more volatility. There's indecision. It doesn't mean it is the end of trends. We typically don't know it's a reversal until after it happens, right? We didn't know this was a reversal until after we started to sell off. We didn't know this was a reversal until after we started buying. We look at August. We look at what happened August. We didn't know this was a reversal until after the fact, right? We sold off all the way down towards, 17,900, and then we reversed. You don't know when the reversals typically happen until after the fact. However, there are signs. It doesn't mean that it will happen, but some signs are consolidation, right? I want to see more consolidation. There has to be more breadcrumbs. There has to be more confirmation, more reason to say, okay, you know what? Things are starting to settle down a bit. Maybe we could start to find an opportunity to buy. There has to be some reason other than just saying, oh, look, a doji, let's buy it, right? Because look at everyone who's buying this doji. This is doji indecision. There's indecision here. Buyer guys got smacked, right? Midweek, August 4th, got smacked. And sure enough, we sold off. We got this continuation. However, this doji, we sold off on Friday all the way down to what, 770s. We rallied all the way back up to 2200s, 20,200s. And as of right now, it's so hard. It's so hard to make any good judgment calls. You can see if we zoom in all the way to, say, the 5-minute chart. Let's zoom in there. And yeah. You can see that was one heck of a buy the dip, right? Buy the dip worked Friday. We sold off. We consolidated. See this little consolidation? This is what I want to see on the daily. If these were daily candles, I would love to see this on daily. That's what I want to see, right? This is a 5-minute chart. We want to see some type of bigger consolidation. We want to see kind of a double bottoming pattern, and then some type of a reversal pattern and break of a previous pivot. So that's what I would love to see on a daily chart. This happened on the 5-minute. This happened intraday on Friday. And then we got that nice V-shaped recovery Friday. Now, here we are Sunday night. The market's just opened, and it opened with one heck of a gap, right? I would say that's a huge gap, but that's small compared to what the volatility that we are seeing here in the NASDAQ. That's what, just a little 58, 60-point gap. That's tiny with the way that these markets have been moving. So not much of a gap. It hasn't been closed. The market didn't even try and fill it, right? The market gapped down, and it did not even try and fill it. We just said, screw it. We just continue to sell off. And the next question is, why does this market look freaking bullish to me? All right, switching accounts and I'm buying this. Hold up. Switching accounts and I'm buying this. I'm sorry. I'm an idiot. I'm a freaking idiot. I'm switching accounts. Hold up. Let me switch accounts. I'm buying this in my live. I'm filled. Okay, I got filled. All right, let me make sure. Oh, man. You guys are going to make fun of me for this one. I don't care. I don't freaking care. I'm long. Let's see. Let me go and cover this. You can see I'm in a drawdown. I'm still in this freaking drawdown from this past week. Let's go privacy. So all the pocket watchers. Remember, this is not a signals class. This is very, very, and definitely not a signals class. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm doing my regular position size, 5 minis. So this is what I like about it. Okay, let me talk through this. All right, before I get all the critics in here, before we get these critics in the YouTube chat, I can see the critic. I can hear the critics now. That's okay. You don't have to love the way I trade. Man, trading is the way I... Let me look at this. Oh, this market's so volatile. Oh, this just makes you cringe. All right. So we had this sell-off, this gap fill. Oh, this is not a gap fill. It's just a gap, right? This is not a gap fill. So we have a gap right there. And from that gap, we just completely sold off. There was just nothing. There was just no buyers from that gap. Let me zoom into like a tick chart. Let me see what that tick chart looks like. No, we didn't even try and fill it, right? We got a little bit of a bounce. A few seconds out the open. And then we just sold off. I like this, though. I do love this run. The fact that we ran down to, 930s. That's crazy to think that this has all happened during the New York, or the slow market session. This is the Asian session. And we're seeing movements like this. This is just insane movements that this is happening during slow markets and the Asian session. So typically this is like 10 points. Typically that's 10 points. But No, that wasn't 10 points. That was like a 60-point liquidity run. And if we take a look at this sell-off, this V, right, measuring this V, 142 points. 142 points. 142 points immediately followed by 127 points. So what a move. What a move. And then I see this consolidation that we're having. right here. And we held this. I probably could have bought, if I was paying attention earlier, I would have got a better price action. So now I'm looking for us to break out of this. And I'm looking for us to maybe come up and test. Maybe we could come up and test this. If we come up and test these 20,100s, is that really 70 points? These volatility. And then maybe try and make a run. I don't know if we make a run for a little bit of a gap fill, or if we'll fill it, if we could even have an opportunity to fill the entire gap. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm looking at this through green glasses. Am I looking through this through green glasses? I know I'm colorblind, but yeah, it's so hard for me to look at this as bearish, and it's my hard-headedness, my stubbornness. I think this, for me, and the way I'm viewing this, there's a change. There's a change right here. The market, we tried to sell off. And buyers stepped in and pushed this up. I wouldn't expect the buyers to push this 120 points right back up. So there was definitely someone interested in buying this market up. And we are down 0.8%. NASDAQ is down 0.8% tonight. So 0.86% tonight. NASDAQ was down quite a bit. What was we down overall tonight? We were down 270 points tonight at one point. We're down 1.35%. I do like a play. If we wake up and we're right around break even tomorrow, I'm talking about for the NASDAQ in general. Let's see if we can get this nice. Oh, there we go. Don't stop. Let's tighten this stop loss up. Let's get some continuation. This is crazy. That's 10 points. That's wow. Let's look at the 1 minute chart. This is why I have a love-hate relationship with the NASDAQ. All right, just 1 minute, just a casual 12 points during slow markets. What do we do? What do we do with these markets? It's definitely insane. I might close one contract if we make a run up to these 70s. 5 micros? No, these aren't 5 micros. These are 5 minis. I as much as I should practice what I preach, I need to do a better job at practicing what I preach. Here, let me reset this up. I'm stubborn. I'm hard-headed. We'll watch this one play out. Tonight's only an hour-long class. It's already the end of the class in 30 minutes. We have 30 minutes left in class. Let's see if this one plays out. I don't mind. We could watch this. Buy the dip. Buy this dip. I have green eyes for sure. That's what happens when you're colorblind. You can't get to what a market. What a freaking market. Short 20,000. 090? Why 090? I do like there's a lot of sellers stepping in this zone, huh? I want to see if we could test these 75s. I'll probably close one out if we could test 75s, to be honest. Coach Dakota, how is your goal to 1 million going? Not too well. My goal to 1 million is I did take out like $250,000, but I've been struggling. I took a week vacation. Obviously, with the power of hindsight, whenever you trade and you lose money, you're like, I shouldn't have traded. But it's a slow start. It's not. This year's far from over. It's what is The quarter's not even done yet. I'm reckless. How am I reckless? This is a valid trade. This trade's valid. What's reckless? Dakota, where did you get that background? What background? This is a green screen. Yeah, it's a green screen. Windows backgrounds? Oh, okay. You're talking about this background? I honestly can't remember. I cannot remember. I think it was like AI something, and AI generated. Everything's fine. It's all fine. It's all fine. Here's the thing. Market could, I could turn around and I could just glance at the chat and the market sell off 100 points. If I look up at the chat and the market sells off 100 points, I blame you. Okay, here we go. Into the 70s. Get up there. Get up there. Let's close off one right there at the 74. Let's tighten up this stop loss. Let's tighten up this stop loss. Let's keep going. Don't stop. This feels like fast markets. This is slow-ish markets. This is slow markets. This is slow. This is slow, huh? Compared to the week we've been having. Okay, I closed off one. Where did I get that one? Where did that one get filled? Does it show? I got filled at 72 3/4. I got 72 3/4. We got up to 74. Come on. Don't. Let me get out of a couple more. You got to be kidding me. It's not going to let me get out. Are we going to get a leg down? Are we going to get a leg down before we go up? No, look at those buyers stepping in. Those buyers stepped in. Let's hold this one. Can we hold this one? Are we going to be able to break through these 76s? One more push. Give me a push up into those upper 70s. Push into these upper 70s. There we go. I'll get out another one. Oh, if it will have it. If it will give it to me. Come on. Come on. There we go. There we go. Keep going. Keep going. I'm getting out at the ask. I'm getting out at the ask. You guys can see it over here. Into the 80s. We're still down 0.76. We're still down 0.76, 0.75. So we have plenty of room to the upside. Plenty of room to the upside. Bought this dip. Buy the freaking dip is what we just did. We're into these 80s already. Into these 80s. What a start of the week. Into these 80s. Let's see these 90s come in. Let's see 20,100. Let's see 21,000. Can we see 21,000? Where's 21,000 at? 21,200s? 21,200s maybe? All right, into these upper 80s. Can we see upper 80s? Breaking through. Buyers stepping in. Buy the dip. I'm back. This reckless trading is not what you guys think. 140 target. This is an interesting zone right here. Look, there's a lot of buyers stepping in right here. This is interesting. We're still down 0.73, so there's plenty of room to the upside tonight. I don't mind closing off another one or two contracts. Leave one on for a runner. Leave one on for Brett at the end of power hour. And the risk management team. I will be on Fast Markets tomorrow morning. Let's get this. This is not slow markets. This is not slow markets. Furthest thing from slow markets, everybody. Furthest thing. It is. Wow. Let me go through. I haven't even been checking some of these Sorry, I haven't been getting to your guys' questions. I'm busy. I'm busy trading. It's oh, it feels good to be back. It feels good to be back. Where's the sellers? Let's lock some in. Let's lock this in. No, the sellers knew I was coming back, huh? Everything's red hot. We're so back, baby. We're so back. Looking good. Feeling good. NASDAQ missed me. That's what happened. NASDAQ was sad and it was missing me while I was gone. What else? There's no other explanation. Right? No, can't explain. NASDAQ just missed me. Into those upper 80s. Come on. Let's see. I'm going to look for upper 90s, mid to upper 90s to close out of a couple more contracts. Come on. Let's keep going. Don't stop. Don't stop. Okay, I'm going to take 191. I'll take 91. I'll take 91 right there. Into those mid 90s now. Mid 90s. Mid 90s. Oh my gosh. Here we go. 96s. Do we see 100s? Do we see 100s? And then we see a gap fill. Okay, I'm out another one at 90. I think I got 90 on that one. I think I got 90 and a quarter. Let's see. I got 89 3/4. All right. Let's see, there's a 100 contract that came in. See that? See those 100 contracts right there at 94? 94? 94 right there. And let's trail. You know what? Let's trail. Let's see if we get another push through these 90, see 100, and let's see if everybody else could chase this market up higher for us. Who wants to be my liquidity out? Who's going to be my liquidity out? True liquidity, not a simulated liquidity, right? It's not simulated. This is live, so there has to be an actual buyer for who I'm selling it to. It's not it's not simulated. This is real. This is a real account. So it's this is real money. Real. This is too easy. You just buy it. I don't know what's been so hard, everybody. Just come in here, buy it. 5 contracts, 5 minis. Manage your risk, follow your process, and let the market do its work. Fizzle lid. I remember that before I went on vacation. Where? All right, come on. I still have the New York session. I still have the New York session to go. I can't burn up all my energy and mental capital tonight. I have the fast markets to go. Gold mine. How did you know to buy? How did I know to buy? Let me finish this trade up. Get out of it. Yeah, obviously we still have a lot more room to the upside, but this is see money, take money to the long side. I don't mind. I do not mind at all. Just your casual, 50, 60 points, right? We could go through and I haven't even had this. What do we do? Points. Where's points? Boom. Points. There we go. There we go. Just your casual 50-point slow markets banger here. Nothing to see. Let's see if we could get another push into those mid to upper 90s. I want to be surprised on a little bit of a pullback, right? A little bit of a pullback to these. I mean, what do we call a pullback tonight, right? Pullback has been. Is this a pullback? Was this a pullback? Is that a normal pullback right now for the NASDAQ? Pullback to these 50s? I don't know. Buyers stepped in. We've locked in 16 points already. We were in 5 minis. We were in 5 minis from 39.5. Closed out 4 of them, and we are leaving one on as a runner to see if we could get a push up into these 100s and trail it. And it's only been 38 minutes. 38 minutes. Just one and done. One and done. Call it good. All right. Well, now that we have time, what was I looking at? Why did I get into that long? What? That's where I'm seeing all the questions come in. So let's hit it. Let's get through this. Let's talk about it. We'll do some education now. now that this trade is basically over, let's do some education for the slow markets class and everybody here. I don't want to say simple because I don't think that was as much as it was, right? So let's go through this. I started on the daily. Everyone's seen through what I was looking at, right? Everybody's seen exactly what I'm looking at. I don't have a second monitor with different charts or anything on it. None of that. I have Discord that I'm working with the moderators here. Andrew, amazing. I have my OBS on this other monitor where I'm running the stream. You guys could see that right here, my nice little OBS. And then you guys could see this nice little Discord that I'm working with, talking to Andrew. And then I have you. I have everybody here, right in the YouTube chat, right there. Boom. And where I'm seeing you guys have conversation. Now, what I was looking at is we have this just insane sell-off here in the NASDAQ. And Friday, we had one heck of a recovery on Friday in terms of a doji, right? We sold off. We basically opened up Friday. We sold off 2%. We sold off 2% Friday, rallied all the way back up to close near even. So a 2% sell-off followed by a 2% rally, and we closed right where we opened. That was very nice to see, right? What happened did we see? What happened the very last time that happened, right? When we sold off 2%, rallied all the way back up and closed really close to where we opened. The very next day, we sold off, did something very similar, ended in the green the following day. So, who am I to say what's going to happen today? You don't know. I'm going to zoom in, right? So there are some buyers interested down in this level. Now, we could easily sell off. Whenever you're buying against the trend, you have to understand see money, take money. I have a hard time with that. I'm hard-headed. I'm a bull at heart. If you give me an opportunity to buy the market, I'm the one buying. I'm the one that is hard-headed in buying this market. And on top of that, we had a nice gap. This is a beautiful gap that we had to start tonight. Right? I talked about that gap, nice little 50, 60-point gap. And we didn't even try and close the gap. We just sold off from that gap. We sold off another 1%, 200 points. And from there, if we zoom into a 5-minute chart, we could see a nice little V-shaped recovery where we ran, what was this, 140, 160 point sell-off, followed by 120, 130 point rally. And then after that rally right here, just looking at this, we got some consolidation. So we rallied, we got some consolidation. We came down to this, 20,000 020s. We bounced and we rallied back up, right? So we're in kind of a range bound right here. We bounced, we got back up, and I seen us breaking out. I hurried and switched from the demo account you had, switched my live, entered, got filled at 039.5, and I was playing for a break above this. I was looking for, I don't know. Of course I'm not going to expect this big of a move, right? Not going to look for that, even though that kind of is realistic, to be honest. I wouldn't be surprised if we see, a move similar to this for, going into the London session tonight, if we see something similar, and maybe we see a move to come up and test, somewhere up towards these 140s, up to where we kind of open tonight, and maybe we could come up and test something around these, I say 120s to 140s. That wouldn't be too big of a surprise. If I wake up tomorrow and see this market continued up, okay, that makes sense to me. We're down, still 0.75%. And there is still also a decent chance for us to maybe come up and try and fill this gap. It's a gap. I'm under the impression that gaps do not always get filled. I'm not going to be saying and basing my trading strategy saying I'm buying this because it's going to get filled. No. However, they do get filled often. And, if we do have a nice breakout and an opportunity to get in and with a gap up higher and there's plenty of room to the long side, I'm okay. That there's an opportunity. There's something for us to target. And if this market wants to come up and at least test the bottom and the start of the gap, I'd love that, obviously, because it gave me a buying opportunity. Maybe it doesn't get filled until London session. Maybe it doesn't even get filled or tested until the New York session. Heck, maybe this gap doesn't get filled until Friday. You just never know, but that's something that everybody in this market sees. I see it. Everybody on YouTube, you see this gap. And if enough people are looking at something, that's got to mean something, right? Where everyone's seeing this, it's on everyone's mind. If we get up there, then yeah, of course there's a chance to fill this gap or at least test the bottom of it. It's a visual target, right? These are visual things. These are technical indicators that I'm watching. And that was very straightforward and simple, right? Where I got in during this range. I happened to get in the middle. I wish I would have, seen this earlier. It's one of those woulda, coulda, shoulda. Oh man, I would have loved to get in at the bottom end of this range. Shout out to Doby. And stop loss on the opposite end of this consolidation. Targets, all right, I closed a couple off as we first hit this first resistance. I closed 1 or 2 off right here in these 70s. And then as we broke into these 90s, I closed the other 2 off, 90, 92. And I have one on as a runner locked in 15 points. So if this market does start to sell off, worst case scenario, I make another 15 points off of it. And best case scenario, this market, continues and we get a nice push up towards, I don't know, the lower to mid 100s. I don't know if I'm going to have this one on overnight. I've been more hesitant lately to hold trades overnight because of this insane volatility, and unless I'm in a position like this. This is a position where I could consider saying, okay, I've locked in 34 points on this trade. I have a runner and I have a stop loss in the money, right? In the money. And so I can reasonably see, leaving one on for a runner. I prefer not to. I don't want to even think about these markets while I'm sleeping just during this insane volatility. But this could be an exception. If the market was more calm or normal, right, whatever we want to consider normal, I trade my slow markets. And my slow markets I'm going to be talking about tomorrow night. I have my slow markets account that, man, I had some fun with before I went on vacation. I needed to get that fixed. We've been reviewing statistics on where you place a trade, you let it run and play out overnight. Man, this was one heck of a week for something like that. But yeah, let's see if we could get a push here before the end of slow markets class and get flat, close it out, lock in some profits, because I am going to be trading fast markets on TopstepTV. And yeah, we're going to be starting in the green. Give me some buffer to trade have some fun. We're going to be trading the process. I think to full force with this buffer, have about $4,000, $5,000 worth of buffer to start fast markets. This feels like fast markets, though. This seems like a decision area. It is. It definitely is, right? When we opened up, look at all that decision, this indecision right here. There's buyers stepping in right when we opened up. You can imagine. If we zoom into the 100 tick chart, you could probably see it a little bit better. There was traders stepping in. You can see the time stamp. This is within, 1 or 2 minutes. Traders, like I said, that's a visual target. That gap is a visual target. When the market gaps on Sunday night, that's what traders are looking at. They're like, look, a beautiful gap. let's see if we could buy this up. And I wouldn't be surprised if, could you imagine everyone buying around here, looking for this gap to get filled? Don't tell me. There's probably someone in the chat who traded this, who was looking for the gap to get filled and was buying this and then got smacked, right? There's that gap. So this is definitely a decision zone where there's traders looking at this market right here, right now. And I mean, there's traders looking from the long side saying, hey, you know what? If we buy right here, there could be a move higher to fill that gap, right? There's that gap. That's what traders are looking at. And I'm sure is this the same situation where traders might be tempted to buy on this little pullback to see if we could rally up and fill this gap? And then are they going to get smacked? I don't know. That's what trading is. You don't know what's going to happen. And it depends. Is the risk reward good enough for you? Is it your process? Can you manage that risk? Those are the things that you need to ask yourself. And yeah, I don't know. Who got smacked on this? I don't hide it. I mean, it's nothing to be ashamed of. It's just one trade. We're traders. We take losses. But I know there's a ton of traders who was looking to buy at the open and looking for a retest or a gap fill. I guarantee it. Austin Matt Miller, I was short on your long and got smacked. That's what happens. I get smacked. I get smacked around quite often buying the market. I do, man. I get smacked a lot trying to buy this market. I got smacked last week. Wasn't much confirmation. Uh-oh, there's Jesse. Jesse's mom. It's got it going on. I better get ready to end this stream before I get in trouble. War, I made 100. How is the Bahamas? I miss it. I miss it already. I'm going to be honest. I am considering buying a house in the Florida Keys. In the Florida Keys, I am considering buying a house there. Rent it out while I'm not there, and then going there during the winter months. Did you play any poker? A little bit. The rake at the cruise, poker on the cruise is not very fun. It's like amateur hour, and the rake was 10%, and I don't want to be sitting there playing cards while I'm on a cruise in the Bahamas. Did you see the SpaceX explosion? I didn't. I was inside. But I seen it on the news. I'm scary. I mean, I feel refreshed. And let's see if I can make a good run now that I'm refreshed and ready to go. Market open 2 hours means up 5K. Market's just started. We're getting this volatility. I tell you, volatility is a double-edged sword. You can make and lose a lot of money in volatility like this. It's mostly manage risk. Just manage it. If you can manage risk really well, you'll do good. Did you meet any Topstep traders? I did not. Rent a house and use your capital for safe passive incomes. Actually, what I'm thinking about doing is there's some nice properties in the Keys, in the Florida Keys. What I would do, I'd buy a house. I would rent it out or Airbnb it, and then during the winter months, say October, November, December, and basically up until April, depending on the weather, that's where I would spend my time. Be down there for a few months when it's snowing and 3 foot of snow like here in Utah. Fly down there. The Keys were freaking beautiful. I was sold. I was really sold. Dakota, have you ever taken a long break from trading after a bad run? I have. And this week was something similar. This week was kind of that break, right? I've had a bad run the past couple of months. These markets have been difficult for me. I have kind of been chopping around. I haven't lost a lot of money. I haven't made a lot of money. I am in a drawdown. I got out of the drawdown. I got back into a drawdown. It's been not crazy. And so I'm like, just take a week off. Topstep team's going. They're gone. They took the week off as well. And so like, it's good timing. It's good timing. Screw the keys. Buy one in Portugal, half the price and less hurricane risky. Yeah. Large number of houses are not being sold in Florida due to inability to insure them. Key Largo or Sonny, I don't know. I like Isla Morada a lot better than Key Largo, but it's there. I like even further south. I like Key West. That was beautiful. But yeah, that's the issue. The issue is insurance and all that. I prefer having a house in New Orleans for winter. Yes, as long as the country is not banned from participating. I tried to look at houses in Peru. I'm going to be honest. I tried to look at houses in Peru, but dealing with a different government is difficult. Dealing with a different government and purchasing property in different countries, it's a little more complicated than one might think. Let's see. Let's get up to these 90s again. Ooh, someone see that wiggle? Did you guys see that wiggle? Who's seen that? That was interesting. That was very interesting. We were getting up to 90 and immediately sold off down to 82. Buy it in cash and self-insure. Seller's trying hard, though. There's lots of decision being made right here. Dakota Island. Buy my own island out there. Go on Mr. Beast. Win an island. We call it Trader Island. I'm excited. Who's seen MP's post? Who's seen MP's Twitter post? I'm excited for that. Let me pull it up. Before I finish the stream. Let's go to MP. Where are we at? Who's seen MP? This is what I'm excited for. Where is it at? This. A new office headquarters in downtown Chicago, trying to make it look like the trading pits. That's going to be absolutely amazing. As soon as if Topstep gets this up and running, maybe I just go to Chicago. Maybe I go to Chicago, and that is going to be fun. Have traders come in, right? Stay at Topstep first office, penthouse with 5 of your best trader friends, and then go. And I don't mind. Put me in the closet. Put me somewhere. I won't take up a lot of space. That would be so fun. Yeah, you guys saw it? It's going to be great. Yeah, film the whole thing. Traders drama. Traders getting drunk, blowing a combine or their account. Who knows? Making a lot of money. Fighting each other. Talking crap. Topstep going to hit 150K subs. Where are we at? Where's Topstep? Topstep's 149,000 subscribers. Can we get Topstep to 150K tonight to celebrate that I'm back before they get back on Monday? Can we do that? Can we get Topstep to 150K tonight? Is that possible? Where are we at? Let's see. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. Let's see if we could get to Topstep getting to 150. There's 1,000 people watching tonight, but if we can, that would be cool. You'll subscribe twice. If we could do that tomorrow and we could say, slow markets is what got Topstep TV over the 150K. Do it. Let's see. I subscribed on my personal account. Let me make sure I'm subscribed in my other. I have 2 accounts on YouTube. One under my personal, one under the one that you guys see here. Let me make sure I'm subbed on both of them. Can we do it before the team gets back tomorrow morning and say we got out? We got 250,000 subscribers because of Dakota and because of slow markets. Mic is not off. The mic is not off. You can't fool me. You cannot fool me there. Come on. Let's see. Yeah, I'm subscribed on both of mine. Come on. We got to get it. Slow markets. Come on. We have to get to 150K. 150K. Missed your appearances last week? I did not appear at all last week. If we can just break 100, it's GG's. I'm not asking for likes tonight. We're going for subs. If we could get to 150,000 subs before tonight, tomorrow morning, that is the goal. And I know there's a lot of traders who rewatch this. I know there's a lot of traders that rewatch this. So anybody who's watching this while it's not live, you guys could sub too. Everyone could sub. Coach Jay did a great job. Oh, I watched some of that. I watched some of the replay. Coach Jay did amazing. Absolutely amazing. 230 subscribers left for 150. Okay, we need 230 subscribers, 231 subscribers to break 150K. Come on, do it. Do it. We could get to 150. We could get 130 subscribers tonight. Right? It's the internet. Anything's possible with the internet. Come on. Let's see if this trade, let's see if we could break through these 90s. Come on. I want to finish this trade in slow markets. Let's finish it. What's a realistic target if it holds 100 and 100s? Realistic target for me would probably going to be a type of a retest here at these 140s. And I'm looking at, there's a couple realistic targets if we could go through and break. They seem really far off, but honestly, the way the market's been moving, what's another 100 points? 100 points is not much for the NASDAQ, but let's zoom in. 100 points is like a little snack right here. Let's come on, into the 90s, break for the slow markets. She's struggling in these 90s. It was struggling earlier. It was struggling earlier. I think it could do it. I think we could make at least a little run. Everyone who's short right here, everybody who's short here probably has a stop loss somewhere right there. If I was short, my stop loss would be 106. If I was short, my stop loss would be 106. Maybe my stop loss would be 113, 114. So if I was short, my stop loss would be based off this one or based off there. So those are my areas that if I was short, I would have a stop loss. So that means let's run some stops. Let's run some shorts. Let's squeeze them. Let's squeeze them before I end this stream. Come on. 106, 114. If I was short, that's where my stops would be. Who's short? Where's your stop at? Anybody in the short? Shout your stop out if you're short. Let's get 106, 114. There's 90. There's the upper 90s. 97. 98. Oh, it's going. It's going. 60 points. We got to 104. Sorry, bro, I'm long. Short's getting cooked. I don't think anybody is brave enough to say they're short, or at least admit it. Zimmer, are you short? $102. Can we hold these hundreds? I was short, got cooked. 405. It happens. It happens. There's no shame in being short. That's a valid short trade. It's valid. I wouldn't be. I mean, it works before, right? Okay. Here comes the first run of stop losses. Here's the first run of stop losses. 106. Let's get a nice little bounce. Let's get a pop right there. 106. First stop losses inbound. Here we are. We're running them right here, right now. Oh, let's see it. Can we hold it, though? Can we hold it? See, we just barely peaked above that. 105. We got to 106 by a point. By a point. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Let's lock in some more profits. Let's lock into some more profits. Up 63 points on this one for slow markets. All right. There's some more stops up there. I just have that feeling. There's stops right above 111, 112. I know the NASDAQ could see them. If I was short, that's where I would want my stops. Let's get through them. Almost there. Come on. There's a little bit of a run into the 08s. Okay, 114s. 114s. Let's see if we could get to those. 111, 112. Oh, it ran those first stops. It ran those first stops. Not looking at those second stops yet. Move my stop loss, dummy. Is that just you're thinking out loud? You're thinking out loud. I think out loud too, right? Sometimes I say stuff to myself too. I'm sure hey, there's nothing wrong. If you need a self note, YouTube chat, we're all here for it. Let's see if we can make a run to those 14s. Like I said, there's stop losses. I know there's stop losses. Everyone sees it. That major sell-off, that was the first pivot right there from the major sell-offs, these 112s, 111s. I want to see it go now. If not, I'm going to just close it for 60 points or something. I still think we could get it, but we're coming up on time. We're done with time. It's been over an hour. It's been over an hour. What a trade for slow markets to start the week. I'm done. I'm out. Flats. I think I got filled at 103. 47 points, $4,700. That was it. I think there's still going to be some room to the upside, but I mean, being short in this market or being long in this market is, man, who's going to be sleeping tonight? That would be it. Feels good to be back, everybody. I will be on for fast markets starting off plus 4,700 points or 47 points, $4,700. Whew. Man. Let's get it. Thanks, everybody. Remember, 150,000 subs before tomorrow morning. I want to see 150 before we start fast markets. I want slow markets to be the tilting block. So take care, everybody, and I will see you bright and early tomorrow morning. If not, tomorrow during slow markets. Take care. Bye.